All right, so being in this field for 30 years, there isn't much that I haven't tried out, but this is one product that I can tell you that I have never tried out, and that is a static gun. So they've always been really high priced, and to me, I had little tricks that I could do to cut down on the static, but now we've got one. So I'm really happy because this one is from Luma, and you guys know that I love all the Luma products that they have. And when they told me they were making one of these guns, I was really excited because I like their products. I think they're reasonably priced and they give you a lot for the money. So today we've got one here. This is the Ion X Pro. This is from Luma 3. You guys know them. You've seen it on the channel before. But this is a gun that is gonna cut down on static when you're in the spray booth. And I used it yesterday. I could really see a difference. We sprayed a raw bumper on a Tesla. And those are the ones that will fight you the most, especially when they're a raw rubber part. So you clean them and they have different chemicals you can use to cut down on that, and there's different tricks that you can do. But I seen it right away. After I was done washing it, I went over it and blew it with the gun, and you could right away see that it cut down on the static. And static is gonna cause a lot of dirt, not just for us in the professional setting, but for you guys at the house. If you do not have these high dollar spray booths, you're gonna wanna try to get your hands on as much of these smaller products that are gonna get you cleaner work. But that being said, you have to make sure that you have clean air lines whenever you're using something like this. So in this video, we're gonna use it. We're gonna show you guys how it works. All right, so one thing I wanna tell you guys is don't think because you use this, you're gonna get fabulously clean work. You still have to follow all the processes that you do. So at this here job, we did our normal cleaning, we did our prep sol outside. I always use the waterborne in the booth to cut down static. And then we went into doing our normal blowing off like I do. I like to use my hand because I feel the panel and I can actually feel if there's something on it as well. Yes, I do wash my hands before I do that. Then I will blow it off and tack it. So the steps that I've been doing now is my normal cleaning. I'll blow it with my hand, then I will tack it off, and I will at the end go over this lightly. And that is one thing that I used to do with my spray gun, was I would mimic the actual pattern before I start painting. It's gonna duplicate it as if you were gonna be painting it. So whatever way you would blow over that panel with your spray gun, I used to do that to start, because if it was gonna blow out something when you painted, you would have eliminated that. So now I'm using the anti-static. So we'll go ahead and blow this off quick with my hand. We'll tack it, and at the end, we're gonna lightly go over everything with this because it does put out air, so you do not wanna have it turbulating up and kicking up stuff. So I like to keep it nice and low, nice and easy, and blow it just like I would be if I was gonna be painting this part. So not only is it duplicating the spray gun, but it's also taking out the static by now using this here Ion X Pro. All right, so in the beginning, you seen we went over it with the static gun. I always tack my sealer, so to me, I'm gonna go ahead and do it now after I tacked it, just so we can neutralize any of that static that we might have done when we're running over it with a tack rag. I always tack my sealer in case there is something in it, because that's usually where it will be. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go over it one more time with the static gun. I don't go over it again once I get my base coat on. I don't think it's necessary, but I wanna know from you guys, do you do it through the whole process? I think once you get your waterborne on there, you're gonna have a grounded finish because it's water. If you've ever used some of the tricks from years ago, you could squirt the bottom of the bumper with water and it would stop the static. So to me, using a water-based product, I don't want to go in there anymore once I'm going to put my base on before the clear, because I don't think it's necessary. But I want to know from you guys that have the anti-static guns, are you going over it one more time after the base coat is applied? I'm going to go in there and hit it with our base and see what the outcome is. All right, so we've got our fans on now. We are evaporating the base coat and we're gonna come in here and clear it, and then we'll see what the outcome is. If you guys are doing it one more step, make sure you leave it in the comments. You might wanna do it if you're using a solvent, because I think solvent has more static than actual water. That's just my thoughts of painting through the years, but I wanna know from you guys. So let's go ahead and get this thing cleared up. So you see the outcome. We got a clean job, and we do get clean work here at the shop. We got state-of-the-art booths, and we have our procedure that we've been doing for many, many years, and we stay consistent with that, which produces hopefully the same outcome more times than not. But whenever you can get your hands on something like this, that's going to ensure you one step up and get that much cleaner of a job. And to me, a lot of people say this isn't worth buying at the house. That's where I disagree. I have an environment to spray cars and get the cleanest work, but you guys are never going to invest in a $150,000 spray booth. But to me, investing in $600 to get something to get cleaner work with, to me, is a no-brainer. The only problem with that is you have to have clean air lines. Whenever you're spraying air over your panel, you're introducing whatever's in your lines onto that surface. So if you have moisture and oil in your lines, you're going to contaminate that panel, and then you're going to hit it with your clear and you're going to have fisheye. So check out the filtration system from Luma as well. Your lines have to be spotless when you're using something like this, because when you're spraying paint, it's mixing with the paint and the air together, which sometimes will not allow things to fisheye as much. But when you blow over something with straight air, everything in that line is landing on that panel. So my biggest concern would be getting clean air lines and then picking yourself up one of these. Whether you are at a shop, it's a no-brainer, but at the house, this would be my first investment after I had my clean air lines to get nicer work. So I hope you guys got something out of it. We did spray metallics with it yesterday and it laid them out nice and beautiful. People say it works well for the blends. It lays the metallics nice, but I've seen that it gives you one step up. We didn't have one piece of dirt in that job. And I do get dirt from time to time, but that was a clean job. And yesterday, both jobs came out spotless. So shout out to Luma. They got a beautiful product at a reasonable price. So go check it out on the website. But we'll see you guys on the next one.
Always.